Just go through the routine, get the feeling of playing again, get the feeling of calling the game, looking at the play clock, reading the defense. Maybe we'll get hit at some point, but it didn't happen today, which is a good thing.
Scored a touchdown. I mean, 2 for 2 on third downs, which was key. So I thought there were some positive things from our offense and our defense. Those two starting units that went out there, defense got a 3 and out. Offense went out there and put 7 on the board.
Drive, I think it was about 14 or 15 play drive where we ended that touchdown drive with a beautiful out route to T. Higgins, and he made a little move and scored. And so I just want to talk about that unit, that drive real quickly. And then guys, please do stick around because the gems that I saw, things are looking great for us. If we have to take anything for preseason, things are looking great for us. What is my first note? My first note is this, and this only. Our offensive line looks massive. They look massive. They look in sync. They look like they're operating at a very high frequency together. And the number one thing is, it was our starting offensive line against their second unit defensive line, and we dominated. You could clearly see that one group had starters and the other one had backups. That's what we want. You don't want to go against backups and it look like your starters are struggling to make impact, that your starters are having a tough time with another organization's second unit, right? Okay, so that was the very first thing that I saw that I really liked. You saw a great push from Cornell Volson, who is our, I don't want to say odd man out, but he's the weaker piece of the 5. I would personally say myself. Teddy K looked great. Alex Kappa looked great. Orlando Brown was very much holding his own ground. And then our rookie, Amari Smith. What the hell? I like Trent Brown a lot. Trent Brown has pretty much already came out and said that he's not going to be any preseason games. He's been in the league for about 10 years now, so he says he's pretty much got it, understands how to play the right tackle position. I don't mind it, but these reps that Amarius Mims is getting, if they're this clean, this sharp, he's very patient. He trusts his athletic abilities so much to where he always felt like he was very much in control of any and all pass rush attention that was coming off of that right side. So that was great. That was my first note, the offensive line dominating. Second note that I have here is Andre Yoshibas. He doesn't look awkward in that slot position. And what I mean by that is us having that potential of having a bigger 6'2", he's a bigger slot guy, but his ability to take off and run. Yoshi is fast as heck. And another thing that is very important is that he's not just fast. And now that I see him in the slot, it's going to bode really well for us. But he has the ability to run at full speed. When the ball is coming at him really fast, he doesn't slow down. He doesn't need to slow down. He keeps his foot on the gas. And so if you guys look at the combine, right? If you guys ever watch the combine, that gauntlet drill where the wide receiver is just running at full speed on that straight line, and he has to catch the ball and let it go. That is exactly what you want. You want the receiver to never slow down and just catch the ball while in stride. And Yoshi, I think he's got the spot. I think that's his spot to have. And so I think T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, Andre Yoshibas, as I want them to be the core, I want to make this very clear. Trenton Irwin should not just be discarded and thrown away for an emergency lineup piece that we need. Trent Irwin deserves a lot of the snaps in that third wide receiver slot. I truly believe it. He is going to be such an important piece for us this upcoming season, Trent Irwin. He's a guy that's always available. He doesn't have the best athleticism, but with that, he has incredible technique. And not just that, if we think about Trent Irwin's just superpower while he's been in Cincinnati, it's his ability to catch those third down, crucial, hard passes, difficult passes. He showed that same skill last night, hauling in some impressive catches while, Joe Burrow is letting that thing loose last night. He was really ripping it, and it seemed as if the ball was good enough to catch for any and all the receivers. But just quickly, Trent Irwin, Andre Yoshibas, and I'll even say this. I'll keep it a bean. I'm not angry if we see Trent Irwin out there starting at that third wide receiver spot. And Andre and Charlie, they kind of go in and out. Jermaine as well. We'll talk about him later. But if we have that beautiful chemistry, I wouldn't be super confused if I see Trent Irwin go out there and start for us in week 1 against the New England Patriots. And we have Andre Yoshivas and Charlie kind of rotating in and out through the wide receiver positions. I wouldn't be mad at all. Now, another thing that I want to talk about, and I promise we'll get to Jermaine, but before we continue, we need to finally announce our beautiful partnership with Winnable. Winnable is a beautiful platform that we have been using for some time now to show to the audience our sports betting approach. We use Prize Picks, Better, Bovada, and we have a channel that's approaching 2,000 subscribers. Thank you to all of you that have subscribed, but if you are not into sports betting, we completely understand it's not everybody's ball game, but do you want $500? Because we are also going to be setting up fantasy football leagues for each and every one of you to be a part of. And like I said, first place winner gets $500. If you want more information on how you can enter for an opportunity to win $500, link is in the description. You can send us a DM to our Instagram, rff.football, or you can send us an email that is provided to you right there on the screen. Now, back to the video. Another important piece I want to talk about is Mike Gesicki. All right, so him and Joe just did not link up in this drive that kind of illustrated how our 2024 season can go about. But I think that's good. You know, the simple fact that Mike Gesicki was out there, and I know he was open at a lot of different windows, different ways, but it definitely seemed that Joe Burrow wanted to get the ball out to T. Like it seemed like he wanted to get T involved. He wanted to get Trenton involved. He wanted to get Andre Yoshivas involved. So I'm not mad that Gesicki didn't get a toss his way. If anything, I kind of want to wait until week 1 for him to be against his former team, the New England Patriots. And then we kind of put it on the map of how things are going to look with Mike Gesicki in the lineup. And then we move towards it with week 2. Chase Brown. Zach Moss didn't get to play, and I'm okay with that. But Chase Brown, when we have these short yardage situations, and to even think about it, you know, about dang near a whole decade, we had one type of running back in a Joe Mixon, who is a patient running back, who is a one-cut running back, who is a running back that it could take a lot of time to get to his top speed. But Chase Brown is just a different animal, dude. He has this crazy burst, this immaculate acceleration ability. And so our backfield is just going to look way more impactful. I did not like his false start. I'll put that in there. That's very frustrating. Running back in the shotgun formation to have any false start. Our offensive line didn't have any issues, so we could have had a clean slate if Chase didn't do that. That's very frustrating. But on these short yardage situations, he has the ability to get low, to get to his top speed, and just torpedo to get that extra yard or so. And so he displayed that ability in his week 1 preseason game. Jermaine Burton, this kid could be it, guys. You know, he could be really it. And when I say that, I don't mean he's going to be the next Jamar Chase, right? I'm not saying he's going to be the next Jamar Chase, but what I am saying is we made a freaking great decision by drafting Jermaine Burton in the 3rd round, guys. The 3rd freaking round. We have a legit wide receiver. He could have gone all the way down that field on the last drive. That last drive, they could have just kept tossing it up to him. I think he would have caught it no matter what. We've heard Dan Pitcher, who called a great game, right? That first drive script, incredible. He had the defense guessing the whole time. So another kudos to Dan Pitcher and Zach Taylor kind of working together on that first drive. It was really good to see young player Jermaine Burton showing a lot of great promise. Josh Newton played great. He had a great pick. It was on an out route. He cut underneath it and gave us a great pick, great interception on that drive. So that was awesome to see. And Dax Hill's going to be all right, guys. He had a few receptions caught on him, but guys, these receptions were just perfect ball, great catch type of deals. I didn't really see him get beaten in an embarrassing fashion at all. And he played up to the end of the first half. So he played a good amount. He competed. He almost had a really nice interception. Still to this moment, if you ask me, I don't understand how they moved off of it so fast. I would like to have seen more camera angles, because even though the ball moved, it looked like he was still underneath it, but he could have had a nice interception, but it wasn't called back. And the thing, he is sticky. Every single catch that the wide receivers made, it was a battle. They were scratching for that ball. So I think Dax played great as well. So that's what I got. Chris Jenkins, he played great. Miles Murphy, he had a few pressures that I really liked. A lot of the boys played great, and so that was good to see. Let me know what you saw. We'll definitely get in contact, probably all the way up into that Patriots game. Maybe if something great happens in that week 2 preseason that maybe I can get into, and maybe we can make another video and touch bases again. But let me know what you guys saw. Let me know what you guys think, and do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe.